This is the race committee. Wind sampling is complete. The race is live.
So let the duel on the waters of Barcelona begin again. Race 6 in the match. Scoreboard says New Zealand 4, Great Britain 1. What will it be after this match? You can only watch and wonder.
Both teams like they're relatively on time for their entries. Super important to make sure you have an on-time entry. Try and put your opponent on the back foot in the pre-start.
Killing you're half late now, you get it.
INEOS Britannia coming in at 2 minutes 10. They'll put the brakes on just a little bit to make sure they get in on time at 2 minutes and 10. Wow, that's bang on. Green light for INEOS Britannia from port. And coming in from starboard, it will be Emirates Team New Zealand at the 2-minute mark.
Straight like this.
Both of them pretty strong. Tiny bit late, but now we watch and wait. Is there engagement?
Button. Straight in the sweet spot.
Going upwind, there's
Get up to it.
2, 1, and wood.
You don't mind peeling?
British team rolling straight into
You're
attack.
on the
It's
inside.
whether they actually roll into a jibe from there. Emirates Team New Zealand immediately going into a defensive position.
Next move, if they tackle me to go with.
And no space for the British to bear away and jibe on the option to tack.
He's gone.
Emirates Team New Zealand here will match and try and actually get into leeward of the British team here. And actually stop them rolling over the top.
Can't. Fast.
Can't get your transom. Nobody push down.
British on the back foot here, Shirley.
Yeah, tricky position for the British.
If you can hold them out here.
Try and outroll past the Kiwis, get in front of them.
Watch the diamonds.
Okay. Just watch the zone here and see.
They're going to use the boundary to escape here.
In the boundary. Just coasting down one for them. Moving. Just make sure we don't get any roll.
He's jibing.
Here. Looking to roll. Can peel. Facing. Yeah, peeling.
Press hard for this.
The British will try and actually re-roll over the top of the Kiwi team here.
100% speed.
We're looking for a roll.
Emirates Team New Zealand trying to get underneath the British and hold them out from
He's
starting.
going to be early on the pin of this.
Yeah, let's just keep pushing. Working down. Get over if we can. Working down. We want to be read here.
Just
Killing a couple there.
Here
we go, boys. Here we go, boys. Your will. Working out them now. Killing one for the pin. We're working up
pretty
now.
good for a ready.
Still killing one. All the way.
About 10, I reckon.
Okay, just getting safe on the pin. 3, 2.
Be surprised if we see Emirates Team New Zealand roll out early here.
Got it. Go now, go up. All the way up. Go fast, it's slightly complex. build.
Race 6 is a go in the match for the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup.
It's going to be advantage then, but all good.
Zero heel.
Well, they were even off the line in terms of distance, but INEOS Britannia were 10 knots quicker
20 this way.
than the Kiwis.
Okay, stand by.
Definite win off the start line there to the British team. Emirates Team New Zealand having to get a tack in, so they will be effectively one manoeuvre behind, even with an even start.
Copy.
We hadn't seen that play before in the America's Cup. So a few risky moments for INEOS Britannia, but clearly they had a plan.
With their time on distance, absolutely perfect to nail that pin and start. Half a second earlier, and they would have been over the line, so perfectly executed.
Nice entry. And button.
They're a marginal cross at best. Across.
This cross is tight. We heard Nathan Outridge.
200 is slightly left.
It's marginal.
Yeah. Pretty average though.
All the rights with the Kiwis.
Happy to keep going.
Don't be surprised if we see the British attack back here. They're very, very close, so they may decide not to, but they'd love to if they could.
This is good for us to get the top right, boys.
We want to take to the top at the moment. If we went all the way. I think they would hit us though. On the next one.
Probably want to go just over this ladder rung then, right?
I think we choose our best line over this ladder rung. We could get there one and easy. Okay, stand by. Yep.
They'll hit us then, won't they?
Yeah. Forward down.
INEOS, beautiful start. This reminds me of the Louis Vuitton races against Luna Rossa, Prada, Pirelli. I think they like these conditions. The New Zealanders are behind. They'll need to just try and reduce the gauge between the boats.
But they don't have Don't main, boys.
They are marginal, but unlikely to get one and in.
Pretty good. 3, 2, 1. Port down. Oh, sorry. No more speed. That's way here, brother. I don't.
This battle is so tight. Nothing in it. Lining up for another cross.
Just trying to place up all the time.
Okay, I'll call it.
Okay, up on the breeze now. Very even on the last one.
Or we just go to ley line, I think. Maybe ley line here, Ben.
Okay.
Voice of Dylan Fletcher. I mean, not really enough room to tack and defend.
So I think we're just
now. Close there.
Yep.
Okay. 15 to ley line.
The British team will just be minimising manoeuvres to try and save the 2 boat lengths.
Good wind at top lift back, and we're just getting into a little more
Gain.
now. Stand by. Slightly lift phase might be the only thing for us. A big wave to get over here.
1, mate.
Turning. Very well.
We've also seen how strong the Kiwis are at manoeuvres, particularly tacks. INEOS Britannia just limiting the number.
Still good, just getting over this one.
I don't think there'll be an opportunity to hit Emirates Team New Zealand here either. We'll just have to wait to see a close cross coming up. INEOS to give way boat.
Yep, they're continuing at the moment.
Top gate for the first time in race 6, and it really is what we've been expecting, another great match. But it's INEOS Britannia who've picked up the opening race of the day, who will lead the defender around, but there's not too much in it. And Hannah, you've got to love this style of racing, don't you?
Yeah, this is what we all hope for, you know, a real good battle on the water. Fantastic start by INEOS Britannia, and, you know, Emirates Team New Zealand done a great job up that beat just to keep it close, keep it tight.
Course just before
Quick look at the ghost boat. Oh, has it tight in the cross. With the Kiwis slightly ahead. Obviously more pressure that right-hand side of the screen.
Go on, just open course as well.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, lengthening to 1.65 nautical miles.
Emirates Team New Zealand just rolling into a jibe out on the right, looking down the course. INEOS certainly look clear ahead. INEOS always look fast downwind. Bottom third of this first downwind will be crucial. How they set out for the bottom mark gate and what option they take for the second upwind.
Okay, I think.
What's the shift? Shift is left, isn't it?
Shift is left, and there is good pressure this side.
Let's keep going, shall we?
Yeah.
Nice though, good numbers. Increase in 5.
Just working on a flat boat here in general, Leroy. Are they? Bit of righty now. I think let's take that.
Okay, stand by.
Yep.
This wave. Okay. 2, 1, port down. 2, 1, mate. Turning.
Very well.
Interesting there, INEOS Britannia not going all the way to boundary, coming back a little earlier. So wanting to make sure that they keep themselves in between their opponents on that bottom gate. Both boats short jiving. Emirates Team New Zealand having to sail back through the wing wash, even though it's a diagonal cut of that wing wash. That will affect their performance a little bit being behind.
We're taking the bottom here though. Hit the pace a little. So with the ley lines, we just want to make sure we don't pepper the ley line too much if we have to go right, Mark.
Yeah, just hold on to that.
Think hard on it's good. Oh, look where he goes.
On hard on.
Nathan Outridge
Nice
just
little phase.
keeping eyes, sitting to leeward,
His one.
passing that information back to the rest of the crew on what their opponents are doing.
2, 1.
Hands get
Good night, boys. Nice pressure here. Oh, 6 sitting.
I see, I look pretty even at the bottom.
Britannia starting to look like a rocket ship in race 6. Again being sailed beautifully by the crew, and they lead after 2 legs of 8. So 2 legs of 8. There's still a long way to go, and there's Emirates Team New Zealand have to find something, because today seems today when Britannia are on point. They want 2 from 2. Can the defender stop them?
Okay, transition in.
Back. Oh, good breeze again.
A few little wobbles on board Emirates Team New Zealand. Just having a little look at the data there.
Now we've probably
The average speed
Yeah, it's just good over the right.
Only half a knot better to the British team.
Yeah, I'm working it up.
Sailing their boat really well in these bumpy conditions, so
It's just gone left on us here.
Emirates Team New Zealand going to have to dig deep to get their way back into this race.
Yeah, we saw a really tricky mark rounding there from Emirates Team New Zealand. I think a couple of nasty waves just knocked their boat speed a little bit, so good gains to INEOS Britannia at that bottom gate.
It's a bit of a gain there for them.
Oh, good, this like left phase. Go back if they hit.
Yep.
Still right in it. Good modes, eh?
That feels good, doesn't it?
Still just hanging left phase here.
INEOS made 3 boat lengths advantage on that downwind leg. I think the boat really likes the chop and the confusion of the water. It just seems to suit their foil package. The Emirates Team New Zealand, they'll just need to try and hang tough and look for a bit of pressure maybe. At the moment, they're pushing to the right-hand side as they go behind INEOS Britannia. INEOS Britannia looks a different boat today.
More pressure onto us in 10.
Yeah, I still think let's get past this intersection.
Maybe a little leverage this way, aren't we?
Yes.
You can do the clicker speed here.
Yep, it's building now.
Nice.
Just seems like, you know, the boat that's ahead really gets to make their own decisions. They really get to pick the shift, pick the pressure to manoeuvre in, and the boat behind's always slightly on the back foot. And, you know, INEOS Britannia definitely making it hard for Emirates Team New Zealand here.
2, 1, forward.
And we've seen that over and over again. The start is so crucial, particularly on this small racetrack.
3, 2, 1.
Making main.
INEOS Britannia and lovely pressure on the left-hand side.
Here we go. Okay, yeah.
Nice guys, going well
Foils
here.
on board INEOS Britannia running their weight or their centre of gravity ballast, if you like, out the back of their foil, whereas Emirates Team New Zealand are running theirs out the front. So both foils, one designed foil arms, but having to meet the centre of gravity rules. So both teams taking a slightly different approach.
I think it's like keep the tacks down and we'll get that on the run.
Yeah, I hear Dylan Fletcher there talking about the keeping the tacks down.
It might just be the cloud, but it looks potentially light on the right at the top.
In this sea state, with the big waves, the tack loss is so much bigger than we've maybe seen in the previous days.
Just past lay line.
Maybe next beat, we watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely lose less in flat water than you do in waves, so potentially a really smart call there by the British team.
Thanks, you all. Got to watch the right upwind.
Stand by here.
Yep.
Forward down. 3, 2, 1.
This is the race committee. We are moving the leeward gate, shifting the course axis to 200. Course length now 1.6 nautical miles.
Let's keep it going. Lock it in.
Really close to the water surface there with that leeward foil as it was highly loaded, so
Right turn. Happy left.
lucky not to get a big ventilation there, but all under control.
Yeah, all right.
Whatever INEOS Britannia has done in the last 24 hours, it's paying off at this point. 3 legs completed in race number 6, and they continue to lead the defender, hoping to make it 2 from 2.
Okay, mine. Okay, 2. 100.
Races like this are about seconds,
20.
not minutes, but seconds, and not making mistakes. The defenders around, but still, they are the chaser. It feels like they're the chaser.
It's got better feet slightly.
Yeah, I think it's just over and then go, eh?
30 seconds here, yeah, all the way.
Yeah, it was a really difficult, tight lay for Emirates Team New Zealand there. Just saw them drop boat speed coming into that windward mark, which just makes that turn down that much harder back to the downwind angle.
A bit of breeze here.
Okay, standing by.
Yeah.
2, 1, forward down.
2, 1, made.
Standing.
Right, well.
2, 1, come board, no push. Keep going,
Hard work for the cyclers. A lot of trimming, watching that traveller go back and forward.
It's too much suffering.
These days are absolutely brutal on board for power consumption.
Setting for level, Bill.
Pretty much sitting there with the throttle on the stopper.
That's
All good.
right reset. 1 feet.
Right, well.
Getting off seaway, surely in these
What
jibes.
do we think here?
Swell making such a difficult boat.
It's gone for Britannia chasing both with Rob Wilson. Team's in the groove.
Yeah, it's you know, the first one was a great race. You know, just having that little head start helped. This one, yeah, just managed to get a bit of control, but it's super tricky still. You know, sea state's really hard and it's quite shifty. But boys sailing well.
And Rob, we saw a very different manoeuvre from the playbook in the pre-start. Was that planned?
Yeah, they're carrying on. I think we're...
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't want to say much more, but yeah, it was.
Oh, Robbie, how much would this mean to the team, mate, to come in after today with 2 race wins?
Still looks a bit dodgy.
There's a long way to go yet. Definitely not counting any chickens yet. Kiwis are sailing well, so let's see.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shifting the course axis to 196 and shortening to 1.5 nautical miles.
Yeah, so INEOS Britannia there just down this downwind leg, just chose to put in an extra jibe just to get back in phase and keep tight cover now on Emirates Team New Zealand, and to just try and, I guess, a bit more traditional match racing.
Pretty even, isn't it?
Sacrifice a little bit of your lead to keep control. Very smart sailing on board INEOS Britannia.
And control is something that they want to do, to come off this racetrack today with a second straight win and get that much closer to the defender, who at this point lead 4-1. And they are really being tested today, but they are being bested at the moment by a team that is sailing beautifully, and that is INEOS Britannia. Split surroundings.
Really low in the water there. They haven't got the cant all the way down on board Emirates Team New Zealand. It's another unforced error from the Kiwi team. And a big touchdown, so not only a loss in the manoeuvre of the jibe, but a loss in the manoeuvre of the mark. So it's a big pump of the brakes and a run off onto the grass, so they'll need to dig their way back into this.
I think we got all the way to try and make a game.
INEOS Britannia were wide at that mark as well. I mean, it just gives us an indication how tough it is. Big manoeuvre in the waves.
Just see boat there just not set up how it should have been for that manoeuvre. And a bit of a loss of the rudder there as well, so cant and a bit of rudder all in one. So we've seen how hard it is to sail the boats well in these bumpy conditions. Great Britain doing a beautiful job getting locked in.
Definitely better breeze left, so
yeah, if they hit him, have to get back up.
Yeah, we heard it from Andy Maloney. It looks way more promising left-hand side of the track.
40 seconds till boundary.
INEOS heading across on starboard.
I think probably all the way to
They've really
boundary,
turned this one around today. So far, two beautifully engineered races. And that 24 hours that they had on INEOS to just have a look at the data, recalibrate, they've really put that to their advantage today. They're comfortable out by over 200 metres, and that magical 200 metres is so strong for the leading boat.
Well, we've seen 2 fantastic starts by INEOS Britannia today, and a race win and a healthy lead in this second one, so getting off the start line as per normal makes your day a lot easier.
So we've got 4 laps here. Can't get to ley line at the moment, they tack. The average shift at the moment.
Steering the boat, Dylan Fletcher, Olympic gold medalist from Tokyo.
I'd say just go to ley line.
Really want to engage to the
tack. Seemed like it.
It's really sailing their own race, Hannah.
Yeah, I think that sea state, we can't underestimate it. Manoeuvring these boats is tricky, and so kind of sailing your own race a little bit with one eye on the other team, I think seems like what the British are doing. They're doing a really good job so far.
Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, stand by. Board down. 3, 2, 1, mate. Turning. Okay, Mike. 2, 1, board. Bit of windward here. Just slow one. Yeah, bit of windward. Feels light up here, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, on it, boys. 30 seconds to left.
The wind is softening at the top of the course.
Okay, starting to push flat
It's
now.
got cloudier. We're seeing 9 knots now at the top. Boats on smaller jibs also.
Okay, they tack, they're going to go right turn again. How's it look out there? I think it looks really good for the left turn. Okay, copy. Little gains to us from the previous upwinds. My wheel. Yeah, that's right.
INEOS Britannia flying into the top gate. That will complete 5 legs of 8.
3, 2,
They are in control.
yours, am I? 3, 2, 1, hit it, boys.
They've said they wanted to bring the fight to the defender, and they have brought the fight today.
3, 2, 1. Wheels.
Emirates are around, heading down.
I think you just want to go the T in here to get to that and then go.
Yep.
Actually, let's get
Move that face. 3, 2, 1.
Emirates Team New Zealand really
soft front.
getting the scraps, being behind. It's really difficult to take all the wind shifts and pressure that you want to take when your opponent's in front of you. So
we were going upwind.
No deeper, Pete. It's all right.
getting the cold meal left at the end of the bench, unfortunately, at the moment for the Kiwi team.
Should tow away a bit from here.
They're already quite far left.
One wobble, though,
Hands on the
from
180s
INEOS Britannia in any of these manoeuvres. We know what's going to happen. Really, really difficult to keep the boats locked in. Big gains for sailing the boats accurately through the waves.
If he chimes, we'd step back out, you reckon?
Yeah, I think just trying to get the
Let's go on
maneuvers
board
up, I
the
think,
chase boat for Emirates Team New Zealand. Once again, check in with Ray Davies. Ray, a couple of uncharacteristic errors. I suggest you wouldn't be the happiest coach right now.
No, that's a bit disappointing. We had them on the ropes here in that pre-start, and I just let them roll us on that last jibe back to the line. So that was that was a bit of a shame because they'd done such good work of controlling that start. And but look, we're just one manoeuvre away from it, as everyone says, and we're right now we're as close as we've been to them. So yeah, it's all on here, only 100 metres behind.
Okay, thanks, mate. I'll leave you to it.
Nice game here for us, guys.
One more there.
Yep.
Both teams just having to really sail the boats perfectly in this bumpy sea state, Shirley.
That smaller jib also not helping on this downwind leg. Apparently we've only got 9, 10 knots.
There's not that much to hit us on the A with where they are. I wonder if we just go all the way, but your call, Pistol. Breeze looks a little lighter here than the average. I don't know if that's just globally down.
How would you be about following and really tacking out? I think just go ley line here.
Looks like it's raining in the cockpit of the British cycling team, but it's not.
It's like they are going to potentially split.
Absolutely sweating bullets, having to work extremely hard. They are the engine room to adjust these big sails, so if they stop, the boat stops.
Here we go.
There's not too much in this race number 6 of the match. INEOS Britannia, who won race number 5, have really controlled this race, which is what they would have wanted to do. Capitalise somewhat on a couple of errors by Emirates Team New Zealand, and with 2 legs to go, that second win is getting a little bit closer.
The race is getting a little tighter. Any team gets this next wind shift right out of either side of the course, take a gain or a loss. So very dynamic at the moment.
I think there's a bit of
You can almost hear a pin drop there, can't you, in the fan zone?
Trending
INEOS can't know there'll never be a pin drop there. They'll just be yelling and yahooing, and why wouldn't you? They still lead in race 6 of the match.
I'm a little wide slope.
Well, there is more pressure where INEOS Britannia is, but we heard Pete Burling discuss that right-hand shift, and that would put Emirates Team New Zealand in a really favourable spot.
Clearance, lads, we're in the water.
Just starting to make catalyst boards sometimes.
No worries, guys, just keep it going here.
Yes, all good.
Just a little touchdown there for the British team. It wasn't their fastest tack, exiting out of that one.
Getting a surge.
Still in a comfortable position though, but only just hanging on by their fingernails.
Yeah, Emirates Team New Zealand doing a really good job here of just keeping it tight, keeping the pressure on INEOS Britannia. Those manoeuvres becoming more and more tense.
Definitely happy to continue if they don't hit.
Decision here for INEOS, whether they tack on them.
2, 1. They're playing our game now.
Button. Nice weight, no, don't. Yep. Open, clear.
Yep.
This is the race committee. We are moving the finish line, shortening the final leg to 1.3 nautical miles.
Still looks good.
Big push, guys, I need traveller.
So Emirates Team New Zealand will be wanting INEOS Britannia to engage and start rolling with some tacks. Put the pressure on them. The British will be wanting to just sail fast into the breeze and shift that they're wanting. So
they come back.
Kiwis are confident of their manoeuvres. We've seen in the last few days making gains, losing less speed with every tack.
Very well.
1, going board.
oh, nearly a touchdown there.
Guys, try and lock it in here.
It's a little too much.
All the way if they don't hit it.
Bow down from the rudder trim there. Too far kicked under the boat. They have got into a little shift though.
Big push, guys, give it everything.
Keep it fast in this intersection, that's good.
British team
Continuing here, I think.
Are you looking flat down?
just in control.
Continuing this time.
Yeah, happy.
It's 25 to lay.
Hey, knocking it in, nice.
It might come back shaking on it.
Good regard, nice, here we go. Nice, guys. Slight left bias at the top. Moment go one and in. Copy.
Let's pressure all the way to lay.
Got 20 to lay line.
This tack, just watch the rudder. It'll just kick under the boat a little bit there, and that actually just forces the bow straight into the water, so that elevator that's attached to the bottom of that rudder, lifting the back of the boat too hard, forcing that big bow straight in the water. The team doing a really nice job to catch that and keep the boat on its foils.
3, 2, 1, mate.
Both teams have split sides.
Bit of windward out.
Kiwis on the left. British coming back on starboard on the ley line.
Okay, flat boat. Happy with left? Yeah, happy left.
This is the last time both boats will be at the top gate. The run to home is next on the 8th and final leg. Downwind and still INEOS Britannia lead from Emirates Team New Zealand.
Working down.
Is it one wobble away for either boat?
Oils for
Anticipation building in the INEOS base, and you can hear in Ben Ainsley's voice as well. He knows they're getting close to having a perfect day out.
2, 1,
On board the INEOS chase boat. Let's join Giles Scott. Well, Giles, crazy day. Was the talk of going 2 from 2 top of mind today?
It certainly was, yeah. I mean, it's not done yet, but we're doing a good job in this race. Done a good job all day, really. Yeah, I just hope we can finish it off. Bit of a nerve-wracking finish here with the Kiwis on our tail, but yeah, hopefully we hang on.
Giles, you're head of sailing. I'm sure it's been a busy couple of days. I mean, where do you think the performance gains have come from?
I mean, I won't go into too much detail, but we've certainly been working pretty hard to squeeze everything out of the yacht we can. We took the view to go sailing yesterday. Team New Zealand took a day ashore. I think we got some good learning out of that. Obviously working super hard in the sim as always, and yeah, just the whole team just mucking in to as I say, just squeeze whatever we can out of this yacht, and the guys are doing a good job today. And as I say, hopefully we can just finish it off.
All right, appreciate the time, Giles. It's just looking a little bit tight up.
It is indeed, yeah. Have a good one.
Boundary jibe. 10 seconds. Stand by.
The important manoeuvres by both boats in this final part of this race.
There is nothing in this. Both teams holding their breath.
Huge cross coming here with Emirates Team New Zealand just 60 metres behind as they come across on starboard. INEOS look to me as though they are ahead, but what a cracker of a match race. The biggest difference for me, I think, is the condition change that has really helped INEOS. It likes this bumpy water.
British team just need to whack this tent peg in with a sledgehammer, and they've got to get across the bow of Emirates Team New Zealand.
Quite enough. Okay, we'll rebuild.
That's a huge moment.
They're not laying.
And that'll do for INEOS Britannia on day 4. They are 2 from 2.
Yeah, boys. Back in it.
And it's 4-2. You heard it. They're back in it.
Very, very nice work. Very nice work, guys.
And across comes the defender. They will have a big review tonight.
Oh.
They've gone 0-2 today.